We have a UFO that landed here in Battery Park, and it has to spin. The inside of it is some kind of a mechanism to keep it down on the, or else it floats because it's anti-gravity. Yeah. Anyway, I'm in Battery Park. As I said, there's a lot of construction going on. I was going to go down by the water, and it's a sort of cloudy day anyway. You can't get by the water today because they have all this construction and a fence, and it's restricted. So anyway, I have this novel, Aiding and Abetting by Muriel Spark. This is a late spark, a little final ember sparking from 2001 or something. So yeah, as I say, quite late. As she was born in 1918, I believe. So yeah, this is a product by an 80-year-old woman, I guess. I came upon it because it was at my library, sitting. The staff picks. There's a staff picks sometime at the library, so this was a staff pick. So I thought, well, I like Muriel Spark books. I mean, many of them I've read here, and I did enjoy them, but this one, not so much. It's kind of like a sketch of a novel. There's stuff here that would have been interesting to expand in some way. It's 160 pages, so it's brief. But what goes on is in 1974. This guy, the 7th Earl of Lucan, I believe, murders the nanny of his children and attacks his wife. He intended to murder his wife, but murdered the nanny instead because the light bulb was out in the basement or something. So there's all this story about this guy. Anyway, he fled. And he's been on the run since 1974, and apparently this is written contemporary. So we're in the 2000s already, and he's still on the run. He's an old man by this point. And there's this psychiatrist, Hildegard Wolff, and she also has a murky past in that she used to be a stigmatist. She used to have a stigmata, or she faked stigmata, actually. She would take her menstrual blood and put bandages on and make it look like she was having stigmata here and here, and here where the side, and so she created this sort of holy movement around herself. We don't get all that fleshed out. We just are told that. And she was, kind of wanted for fraud after that. So she had changed her name into this other name, the Hildegard name, where she's a therapist. And so she's a therapist, and this guy, Lucan, the Earl that killed his wife, comes to her, but there's two. There's one, another guy, so it's all this story about these two. There's the real Earl and the fake Earl, and which is which, and none of it is particularly interesting. And she is being held. She's being blackmailed as well because she has this weird past of defrauding these people with this fake healing. And she said, well, I really did heal some people, so it wasn't all that thing. So anyway, it doesn't really resolve in any particular way. Everybody just sort of goes on. And nice cover. But I'd recommend reading some other Muriel Spark book instead of this one, it wasn't very good. So thank you for watching.